go to the ashcastshow.com, subscribe to the podcast, go to ashcasttv.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are here for the first time, then we appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are back, then you are family now. You are a Mind Right Money mogul, and we appreciate you. Thank you for showing in, showing up, showing out, tapping in, tuning in. You know what I mean? So we appreciate you. Teach for the culture. Sakpa said, no lie. You know what I'm saying? To my Haitian Massive on the check-in. You know what I mean? Fast shout to my Jamaican Massive on the check-in. Big up yourself. And so the show is broken down into 3 segments. Segment number 1 is the Inspirational Word of the Day. Segment number 2 is our financial news. And then segment number 3 is our Ask Ash Cash segment of the show. If you are watching on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, please put your comments or your questions in the comment box or the comment box. If you're watching, if you're part of our live studio audience on IG on Instagram, then please put your comments in the question box to the right of the comment sections. All right. Good morning, Ash. Happy Fridays. Word. It feel like Friday, but I think it's Thursday, family. Bass Moreno, I think you speeding. Cause today's Thursday. I think it's Thursday. Rate the beard. Know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get a shape up though, cause it's, you know what I mean. I gotta shape this up. But I want to grow a big beard though. Like I need the tips on that, cause I've been using my castor oil. I castor Troy you. See, I don't even know. But I've been using my castor oil. But it worked because it's lengthy. But I wanted one of them like them full joints. Styles Lewis in the building. What up, Nikki Nicole? What up, Miss Belinda? What up? Well, I thought it was Thursday. Bass, he's speeding. You know what I'm saying? Bass Moreno, like yo, where Friday at? Where Friday at? All right. So let's start the show. Let's see where we're gonna start, right? So, inspirational word of the day. I don't even know where to start. So normally, I come lock and loaded. With inspirational word of the day. But 2 things. I'm gonna just be 100% transparent. So, Dan. Suge 7, my big sis in the building. Ramisha J, Karen Styles in the building. So I'm gonna be 100% transparent. Is Breonna Taylor, right? Breonna Taylor happened with none of the police officers getting indicted, at least. So this is the weird thing. The weird thing is that it's not even love you too, big sis. It's not even like this was a trial, right? Like this wasn't even a trial. This was just an indictment, just saying that is there enough evidence to allow the police officers to go to trial? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's where I'm like, damn, like we couldn't even get them to agree that the fact that they didn't announce themselves, the fact, you know what I'm saying? Like man, like not even a trial. So it's like let a jury of their peers decide. You know what I'm saying? And so that's number 1. And then number 2, I got some like news last night. One of my childhood friends passed away. It's so fresh though. So I really don't know what happened. Like literally, I hadn't spoken to him in a while, but he was on Instagram about 5 days ago, posted some stuff. So I like literally was just like tapping in or whatever. And so, I don't feel discouraged by no stretch of the imagination, but I think that reality sets in. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time. Because this is somebody who. So now when I think about Breonna Taylor and the price of her life, and then having a childhood friend pass away, and then it coincides with everything that I say every day though. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta max out because you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So This is a guy who, had a success. He actually was a tennis star, like come out the projects. You know what I'm saying? So coming out the projects, he grew up in the projects with me. And coming out the projects, he played tennis. Like he was, he traveled the world, playing tennis. He was a tennis coach, and this is like, like something that's like unheard of. You know what I mean? It's like coming out the projects and stuff. He had a really good, web series, that started or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, it was just like, damn, like, when God wants somebody, he want him. That's how I just believe, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I believe. I believe that, like we don't know when our time is up. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know when God gonna call us. You know what I'm saying? I'm unapologetic. I unapologetically believe in a higher power. I don't. I think there's one God. You know what I mean? So I don't care about religion. Meaning that. And Malcolm X, I actually re-listened. That's something my God 21 Keys. I re-listened to a Ballad of the Bullet, right? And so when I say I don't care about religion, I mean that I don't care if you are practicing Muslim, if you're a Christian, if you're Jewish, if you're Baptist, whatever. It doesn't matter. I do believe that there's one God, and however way you worship or get to that one God, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I do have against religion is like when religion is trying to like push people against each other. You know what I'm saying? When people try to push each other, push people against each other. But I'm unapologetic. I believe in God. I believe there's one God. I have a religious practice, but it doesn't really matter what my religious practice is because we're all the same. And Malcolm said that. He's like, I practice my religion in private. You know what I'm saying? Like when I come out, we all one. You know what I'm saying? Because we all should be aiming for the same things. And so that I realized like, when God want us, God want us. You know what I'm saying? When God want us, God want us. You know what I'm saying? And so to see somebody like who had a lot going for themselves, family man, married, had kids, young guy though. I think he's younger than me, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be you got to be like 37, 38, maybe. And yeah, God was like, yo, we got, we got to get him. So I say all that to say, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really have an inspirational word of the day, honestly, because I just think we don't got time to play with life. You know what I'm saying? We don't got time. We don't got time to play. I think that every single day we should be maxing out. I think every single day, think about like Breonna Taylor was 26 years old. 26 years old, laying in her bed, and there's no way she thought that she was never gonna wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't think that at 26, she didn't think that she wasn't gonna wake up. You know what I'm saying? And so the fact that, she, her life was taken. I don't care how much money her family got. That's not gonna replace her life. That's not gonna replace the potential she had, all the things that she could have been, the greatness that was in her. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't replace that. And so she never thought that. You know what I'm saying? And again, like my friend who recently passed away, I think it was last night. So I don't know the details yet, and I'll find out after the show. But like, there's no way he thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the details, but I'm pretty sure nobody thinks like, yo, you know what? This year is my. You know what I mean? Like nobody believes that. And so I just want y'all to stay encouraged. I want y'all to stay focused on the things that matter. Don't go back to sleep. Right? Sleep is the cousin of death. Don't go back to sleep. Right? Sleep is the cousin of death. If you woke, stay woke. Do not go back to sleep because there are some serious things happening. There are some life altering things happening. There are some um, decisions that need to be made that could alter your whole life, your whole future. But not even just focusing on your future so much. Focus on your everyday. Focus on every single day that you have breath in your body, every single day that you have the pleasure and honor and blessings to just still be here. That you honor your higher power by just maxing out. By just making sure that all right, God, you gave me another shot. All right, so I'm a, what I'm saying, like, oh, you woke me up. Okay, so let me make sure I max out. And so that's what I would tell everybody. That is my inspirational word of the day. You know what I mean? Like like I didn't wake up hype. Like, yo, I'm hype. I didn't wake up that way. So that's why the tone is the tone. Rhea Keith, what up? Samaya Hill, what up? Iris says it's a cover up. I heard the new person they were looking for was already in custody. Let me see. Condolences to you and his family, and I appreciate that. Definitely cover. I read Trump has added AG to the list. Added AG to the list to serve in the Supreme Court. Bass Moreno says Thursday. I'm bugging. No coffee in my system. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Happy Friday. I was like, yo, I believe that there could be a higher power, but we will never know. That's a good perspective. And I don't knock nobody's perspective. I know for sure though that there's a higher power. Just for me, you know what I mean. In my experiences, there's nothing else that explains some of the things that has happened in my life. Some of the guidance I've gotten. There's nothing else to explain that but a higher power. You know what I'm saying? So, like I know that for certain. You know what I'm saying? Yvette Agosto, what up, Yvette? I know that for certain. That there's a higher power. I believe in my ancestors. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that energy doesn't die. Like energy, you know what I'm saying? Like energy is always going to be around you. You know what I'm saying? So like when somebody dies in the physical, like their energy just transfers. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me if I believe in reincarnation and all that stuff because that's not what I'm saying, and I'm not sure. That's just my honest truth. But I do believe in a higher power. I do, but for me, it's not a question of whether there is or not. I know there is. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like just my life has proven that to me. And I don't, I don't. Because the thing is, what I know is that law of attraction, universe, God, it is real whether you believe in it or not. So you don't have to believe in something for it to still affect your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to believe that what comes up must come down. You don't have to believe in gravity, but I bet you know what I'm saying, if you throw something in the air, it's gonna come back down. You know what I'm saying? So belief is not, as it relates to your higher power. Belief doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Belief matters as it relates to what you want out of your life, because your higher power, whether you believe in your higher power or not, will always give you what you ask for with your belief, right? So God gives us free will. And so if you believe that there is no higher power and everything that you're doing is your doing, then your higher power is going to say, okay, go ahead. Like, you see, your higher power don't have no ego. Your higher power is not going to punish you because you don't believe in them, or you don't believe that I exist, so I'm going to punish you. No, higher power says, I give you free will, which also means free will to believe what you want. You know what I'm saying? And so if you haven't been given the light yet, then that's all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that God is gonna punish you, and I believe that there's just free will. You know what I'm saying? So 21 Keys. I was just talking about you, fam, about the track. You know what I'm saying? Go follow my guy, 21 Keys. He had the track over Malcolm X, Ballot and the Bullet, Must Listen. You know what I'm saying? We all must practice good. No, that's a big fact. Pinks of Fire, good morning. Live life to the fullest every day. Mo Wine, sorry for your loss, and I appreciate that. That's what my mom taught me, so thankful. Nah, every day. I maxed out yesterday, and I'm doing it again today. Salute. That's it. Max out the day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. It's not. All rain says they believe in good, so that's what we have in power in common. Live your purpose by divine order. I lost 2 family members in the past 4 months. Lifting you up in prayer. I appreciate you, Pixafire. Yeah, like I feel like 2020 is like, man, you know what I mean? I feel like 2020 is like, you don't know what, you know what I mean? That you don't know what's you don't know who's coming, who's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you know what I mean? You just got. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I just believe you don't have an option. The only option you got is to live life to the fullest. You don't even have an option, but to live life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Praying for you. Sorry for your loss, fam. I can see your energy wasn't the norm. You came on this morning. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just tough. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to figure out what happened. But then, it's just like, it's one, it's just one of those days. Like, it's just one of those days where you just like, damn. Like, so here's the thing too. It's like you create a world for yourself. You feel me? Like, I feel like, it's just what it is. You create worlds for yourself. Like, you can see what you want to see. There's awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's doom and gloom and there's sunshine. You can look at doom and gloom. You can look at sunshine. Like, you see what you want to see. And not saying that normally, like, I look away. It's not that. It's just, I just create my world. But sometimes in creating your world, reality, you know what I mean? Like, the reality of other worlds start to come in. You know what I'm saying? So, Proverbs 20:13 says, love not sleep. Lest you come to poverty, open your eyes and you will have plenty of bread. Look, I'm about to tweet that. That might be my next post. Love not sleep, lest you come to poverty. Open your eyes and you will have plenty of bread. Yeah, today this is not the time to go back to sleep. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Tamika Mighty, good morning. Belinda says, yes, what's happening now is already done. All in divine order. Everyone is here for a specific length of time, and then it's over. Continue to trust and believe God will prevail. Salute. Rhea, yeah, Dan, Rhea's in the building on Facebook. You know what I mean? She checking on Facebook. Joy Warrior, peace and love to you and yours, Ash. Salute. Welcome, Joy Warrior. You know what I mean? Salute to you. Bass Moreno, birthday weekend. Happy birthday, my G. You know what I mean? Happy birthday. All we do is multiply. I lost 7 clients and my mom since May. Thoughts and prayer. Man, thoughts and prayer for you as well. Princess Cut, love the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, appreciate you. That's how I be feeling. I feel like a legend. I feel like an icon. And every single day, we just add to it. You know what I'm saying? Every single day you add to your legend. Every single day you add to your legacy. Every single day you add, you know what I'm saying, to you being an icon. You know what I'm saying? I always felt good. Knows everyone's heart personally. Salute, Karen. 2020 has been a ride, and it's not over yet. I lost 4 people from March, and it's now to now it's hard, but you gotta keep pushing though. That's the only thing. And that's the thing about where we at. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to keep pushing though. You know, regardless of what's happening, I think it would be a disrespect to God that no matter what happens, if you got breath in your body, you got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of those things where you don't really have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Meant to say all religions say they believe in good, so the common good is the bond. Oh, I get you. I can feel the heaviness in the air. I think I'm going live later to discuss. Yes, it's heavy. It's heavy. You know what I mean? Praying for comfort for everyone that's just been going through this year. Let's see. Prayers up, momentum, motivation, inspiration to continue. Salute. It's my wow. This is my first time tuning in. Chai K Max, what up? Thank you for for tuning in. We normally more turned up than this, but stick around. Definitely have to keep pushing. I started 2020 having my mother to rest on the 4th of but it keep getting but you gotta keep getting up. Yeah, like I'm telling you, like 2020 ain't come to play with y'all, with none of us. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Let's that was my attempt at an inspirational word of the day. So let's jump into this news real quick. Let's see what going on in the world. Let's talk about all this. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the markets. And so the markets were down yesterday. Everything was down yesterday. We turn up. Sport Brat, what up? We turn up. So the markets were down. So NASDAQ was down 3.02%. S&P 500 was down 2.37%. Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 1.92%. Gold was down 2.39%. 10-year Treasury was down 0.2 basis points. Oil was down 0.58%. Everything was down. Everything was right. Even gold was down. Like, everything was down yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the big tech firms were falling yesterday. And so that had a lot to do with that. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna talk about that. Wall Street Philippe says talk about the Wells Fargo CEO. We definitely gonna talk about that. Star Jules said I lost my mother April 2020. This is the year. Yeah. Nah, my condolences, because I lost my mom last year on 2019. So like I already know that pain is different. That pain is different. And so before we get into the Wall Street, I was gonna say before we get into the Wall Street Philippe, before we get into the Wells Fargo CEO saying that there's not enough black talent in finance. Before we get into that, there was see, I keep telling y'all it's gonna be chaos, and I'm not saying this. I'm not wishing the chaos. I'm just saying the way the country is divided right now is like I've never seen this level of division in my lifetime, right? And I've almost been here for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? And I've never, I'm still in my 30s, right? I've never seen this level of division in my lifetime. I've read about it though. I've read about it in books. I've read about it in in history books. I've read about, these type of divisions, but I never thought that I would live to see the day that the country would be that, that divided, right? And so yesterday, in a press conference last night, right? In a press conference last night, President Trump refused to commit to a peaceful transfer of power, saying, well, we'll have to see what happens should he lose to Joe Biden. Trump's unsubstantiated allegation of voter fraud and attacks on the democratic process are causing all kinds of uncertainty in the stock market. So I believe that. That's why it's funny that you say that. So mother of hip hoops, or hip hops, says history repeats itself. And I believe that, which in fact, this is why I've been studying history. Like I've really been, studying history. I've been studying things that happened in the past. You almost wake up every morning wondering, will this be the day all ish breaks loose? Let's see. The curtain is pulled back on the facade. I believe that for sure. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Read the ISIS Papers by Dr. France Cress Wells. I think we just bought the ISIS Papers. I'm gonna read that actually. Nancy Pelosi will lead. We will not have a sitting president. Mark my word. There will be chaos. Yeah. I'm telling you, like I see the chaos. Like I see it. I've never seen us be divided. You know what I'm saying? This way. This is why education is important. He's trying to create a patriotic history mandatory for schools. Trump is the financial president. Like, yeah. No. I saw a social dilemma. I saw a social dilemma. Definitely good. Nancy Pelosi is part of the problem. Yeah, so stock up on your food, stock up uh on your ammunition. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. If you're able, at minimum, you should be able to protect yourself. Don't rely on cops. Don't rely on nothing, but you and yours. You know what I'm saying? Trump is the CEO of the corporation. I made a 54 slide digital museum. Yeah, yo, Wall Street, yo, we gotta chop it up, bro, cause you definitely on a different level. The color confrontation, and why white people always mad and trying to hold us back because fear of genetic annihilation. I don't know if I agree with that sentiment. Salute, salute to my white folks that's tapping in, tuning in. I talked about this before. I don't think that there's anybody holding us back. I think that we just don't know our power and we give up our power. I think that before there could be any integration, there needs to be independence. You know what I'm saying? So just like there's other ethnicities that have done it, and I think that we don't practice that. We don't practice collectiveness. I think that's the problem. It's not about no white people holding us back like that. Like I hate when people even say that, because I feel like, the reason why we say that is because we're trying to fight to be in a system that wasn't built to be for us. And I think that if we just sat back and created our own system, like the Jews have done, like the Asians have done, it's documented. So I'm saying facts. Like there are other ethnicities in this country who were also persecuted, who just created their own systems, and so they don't fight to be a part of nobody else's system. And I think that's our biggest problem. I think the biggest problem is that while this country is divided, you got black Republicans, you got black Democrats, and they fight against each other, where the common thread should be black. And whether you're a black Republican or a black Democrat or a black independent, we should be aiming to accomplish the same things. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like, I think blame is the weakest thing we could do. I'm not blaming nobody for nothing. I take full responsibility for my circumstance. I take full responsibility for how I maneuver into a system that wasn't built for me. And when I say full responsibility, I take full responsibility. If I decide to work corporate America and I know the way corporate America is built, and I decide to play in that game, then I'm gonna follow the rules. That's just me. Am I mad at the people who fight for equality within corporate America? Absolutely not. But I also know that I personally, right, coming here from where I'm from, we never waited for nobody to give us nothing. You know what I'm saying? What Hov said, if I need it, I'm gonna get it. However, God help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I need it, I'm gonna get it. However, God help me. And that's the cloth that I'm cut from. And so I'm not like I just feel like from a power perspective, I will never give anybody that much power over me and mine. That's it. I've never relied on government, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on food stamps and public assistance as a kid for a short amount of time because my mother was a Haitian immigrant and didn't even understand the game herself. And so it wasn't until later we got into the game, and then we got like food stamps and all that stuff. But even then, I was always trying to figure out how I'm gonna work, how I'm gonna get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because just from a power perspective, it just doesn't feel right for me to sit back and wait. Like, God gave me breath in my body, and I'm gonna sit back and wait on somebody else. Like, somebody else could know God. Like, God is the only being besides myself that can control, me and mine. And I would never give that up to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So Alpha Trader, that's just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Hide your kids, hide your wife. Hutch, what up, Hutch? Hutch 2010. Miss Conyer says, Black gun rights matter. I believe that a whole 100%. 100. No, but for real, FOID cards are a must. Without a shift in mindset, we yield the same results. I agree. Make friends with your neighbors. I'm not pro Nancy. I'm saying that there will be no sitting president, and that cycles her to her, and that cycles to her. Oh, I get it. That's a woke statement. Send us the slides. Facts. I would love to see that, bro. What's up with them jurors in Breonna Taylor case? It's ridiculous. No justice, no peace. Shorty GBA said that's a fact. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. I'll give Ash the link tonight for tomorrow live. I bet. Yeah, I would love that. Appreciate you, my G. Thank you. That excuse is dead. Like, yeah, we good. Can I watch that slide? I agree. They've been at it for 2,000 years through every facet of society: education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, and war. Facts. We holding our own selves back because to many of us, waiting for someone to come rest. That's what I'm saying. That's why I divert to God so much, because I want y'all to understand. That's disrespect. Like, that's disrespect. Like, we got the same power as everybody else, and we gonna put our power on man. Talk about white man holding you back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking, you know what I mean? I'm not, no disrespect to nobody who feel that way, but I feel like it's disrespect to God to even fix your face. I know the power of my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the power of God. I know the power that's in me, right? Because I'm made in the image and likeness of God. So I wish I would. I wish I would fix my face to think that some white man or some white system or some black person, I wish I would fix my face and say that something is holding me back except myself. I take full responsibility for me and mine. Full. Ain't nothing holding me back. If I ain't got it, it's because I ain't prepared my mind for it. That's it. If I ain't got it, it's because, if I'm going through some ish, it's because I prepared my mind for the ish. I go through what I prepared my mind for. If I ain't got it, that's because my mind ain't there. I wish I would get that power to somebody who don't even have the power. I wish I would care about a system. You know the power of God. God could tear down any system. Our collective mind, we could tear down any system, and we giving powers to systems, like doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's all economic and energy. Energy is economics and more. We are a sovereign dominion. Talk that talk. Madam Markdown, what up? Totally agree. Knowing one's heritage is important. Big facts. I don't know why we're fighting to be a part of something we know is rooted in evil. That's what I'm saying. I'm at the range all week, including today. No wiggle. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like, with that thing that Malcolm, you know what I'm saying? By any means, with that thing that Malcolm pawned in the picture. You know what I'm saying? You know? We need to create our own everything. Exactly. The Digital Museum decoding the social engineering of black poverty. Oh, I need that, Wall Street. If that ain't a book, bro, we need to talk. Build your own table. We can't blame them for our successful. We just know the odds are not against us, though, Star Jewel. So word is everything. Energy is everything. Odds are not I'm actually at an advantage. You actually at an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Divide is the key until there is equal rights. Like, I think that we're actually at an advantage. The odds are not stacked against you. If you really look at it, if you look at the real stats, the odds are actually not stacked against you. The odds are in your favor, and this is why they're fighting so hard. That's why people are fighting so hard to try to diminish your power, because you actually have the power. I'm talking about numbers wise, even. Right? If you look at it, they, you know, like the majority won't be the majority, which is what I believe why there's an effort for depopulation. I said it. there's a concerted effort for depopulation on a worldwide scale. Because if you look at the true numbers, the odds are ever in our favor. If you know, you know, though. And so they want you to think that the odds are against us. It's not. We got the power. You know, it's like a. I mean, I hate that I'm using. Oh, you know what? I was going to use an example, but it's like the music industry, right? Why don't the artists own their music? Right? The labels have convinced the artists that they need the labels so that their music could get out to the world. And so they give up ownership into something that they don't really need. Like if the artists got together and they created their own, they could get the same music, the same venues, the same money. But the music industry has convinced artists that they need them. They need the machine. They need the system. And so they're taking the power away from the, you know what I mean? Like they're taking the power away from the artists. You know, I was gonna use the example of a pimp, but that's why I backtracked. I was like, maybe that's not a good example. I mean, it is a good example, but maybe that's not a good, you know, because I know sometimes I be having the chillins. You know what I mean? I got the young people, you know what I mean, watching, so I don't want to, you know what I mean? D, what up, D? And that's what we need to teach our children. Big facts. Big facts. Yo, Ash, you're a sincere demonstration. Salute, King. I appreciate you, King. I appreciate you, King. That sounds dope. I'm interested in watching that, Wall Street. It's been designed to be a psychological war against ourselves. Exactly. I agree with that for sure. Right? I read the Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson. And it's funny because he says this. He says, yo, if you control a mind, you don't even have to tell them what to do. If there's no back door, they'll build a back door to put themselves into. So that's why that whole thought process of like the odds are against us is like, nah, we doing that. That's us. We building the back door. We build the back door and we like, oh, and I'm not good enough to go in the front door, so let me go in through the back door. And work like we do that. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, good afternoon. Keep citizens time to create our own. Facts. Fire Flame, love you, bro. Salute to my guy Bob, man. Yo, that's my guy right there. 100. Always been 100 from day one. Yo, I love you, my G. Like, I love you, my G. I appreciate who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a light in you that's bright too, my G. You definitely got a light that's bright in you, man. Like, yo, surviving what we survived, bro. Fast shout to my guy Fire Flame, Maine Porter. Man, we from that era. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely got a light, my G. You definitely, man. Love you, kid. Love you, King. You can see that looking into my power is resilience. True story. But I feel you and appreciate that perspective 100%. Nah, facts. Resilience is power. We are gods having a human experience. That's my belief. I believe that too. We're all gods. You know what I'm saying? Made in the image of the Most High. Made in the image and the likeness of God. So if I'm made in the image and likeness of something, then you know what I'm saying? What does that make me? You know what I'm saying? If iPhone created this iPhone, or if Apple created this iPhone and says this is the main iPhone, and I'm gonna create an iPhone in the image and likeness of this iPhone, then guess what it becomes? An iPhone, because Apple's the creator. Not no knockoff though. I'm not talking about no knockoff. I'm saying if Apple created the original, right? Apple created the original iPhone. And they said, you know what? I'm going to create more iPhones in the image and likeness of this iPhone. So guess what it becomes? It becomes an iPhone. It ain't the original iPhone, but it's an iPhone because it's made in the image and the likeness of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I believe. I believe Apple, God, iPhone, God. You know what I'm saying? We have the same 24 hours that everyone else has. We have to use it to better ourselves. I genuinely appreciate that perspective for real. Now, salute. Shorty GBA says, as Haitians, we think differently. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like when I think about the rich history of my ancestors who got stolen from Africa, got dropped off in a place, and said, "Nah, we good. Death is better than bondage," and that's why, like, I know my history. When I brought up another fact, you know what I'm saying, and people tried to, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to argue today. But when I brought up another fact and everybody was like trying to come at me, I was saying, nah, it's history. History tells it though. I know, and not just Haiti. There's other places, but Haiti's the first free black republic. And how did that happen? Mackendall. How did that happen? Duddy Bookman. How did that happen? Dessalines. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, nah, we good. Like, we gonna build our own. We ain't gonna sit, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna sit back. Wishing everyone a progressive day. Oh, damn, it's 9 already. See, look, I'm going. I didn't even realize. Nope, it's our time now. We taking over. That's that. Thanks for the clarification. The odds are not against us. That's a big fact. It's another life. In another life, I was Haitian. Now we all cut from the same cloth. We just gotta recognize that. That's all. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta recognize that. They try to hold us back because they know the power that we have as a people. Big facts. You know what I'm saying? There are no odds. We are multiples. And gods by God. Look. As God by gods. I love that. Because they pulled the mind trick on them. So the labels can keep the power. Facts. Happened before, too, in Puerto Rico. When they knowingly tested both control on them. Ignorance is expensive. Big facts. Dropping jewels. We need this. We need the system. The system need us. Yeah, we don't need the system. That's a big fact. Mindset is everything. Big facts. Music ownership. Artists are accepting zero equity of their art as a standard. Technology today is changing the landscape for artists willing to sacrifice and invest in their art. Not even sacrifice. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't even have to sacrifice because you are the plug. You know what I'm saying? There ain't even no sacrifice. If you're willing to invest in your art, period. There's no sacrifice when you invest in yourself. Right? That's the trick. There is no sacrifice when you invest in yourself. There's delayed gratification, absolutely. Can I tell you when I started as an entrepreneur that everything flowed? Hell no. There was delayed gratification, but years later as the owner of everything, ain't sacrifice. Ain't no sacrifice when you own your own. When you invest in yourself. Yeah, I'm a buyer. It's just mad expensive though. 21 Keys. 21 Keys says, read Confessions of an Economic Hitman by John Perkins. I tried to buy the book. It's like $40 though. If you got a link that for a cheaper book, I don't think like that. It was like $40, the original one. Cause I know there's another one out and I don't know which to get. So 21 Keys, send me a link. Cause I tried to get the book, but when I looked and it was like $40, I ain't paying $40. Ownership is key. Learn from billionaire Tyler Perry. Facts. If I give you the power to hold me back, then that means I got to give you credit for my success. Virtuous Beauty dropping the bars right there. That's a bar. Fresh out the Virtuous Beauty. You know what I mean? We got some big things. You know what I mean? She a mind right billionaire. We got some big things cooking. You know what I mean? She woke. We got some big things cooking. I'm excited. Fast out to my mind right billionaires in the building. The Wealth and Poverty of a Nation by David S. Lands. Good book to read. I'm going to check that out. Infused Division. It's us continuously signing up to disagree, to disgrace ourselves on Love and Hip Hop. That's not Mona's fault. We're the ones watching, giving them ratings through the roof. Bless up. We have the same power and characteristics of our Creator. Big facts. I believe Jesus' message was saying, I'm the Son of God. You are my brothers and sisters. Therefore, we all are. I believe that. Big facts. The true history of Jesus coming of age. I believe that. I believe that 100%. I believe that Jesus was a messenger, and that's exactly what he was saying, right? Jesus' message was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna screenshot this too." If I shot the Karen, Karen is woke. I believe Jesus' message was saying that I'm the Son of God. You are my brothers and sisters. Therefore, we all are. I believe that. Powernomics. That's on rotation. Dr. Claude. My husband is is from West Africa, Sierra Leone, has the same mindset. Everything is cyclical. History will continue to repeat itself. Big facts that history is powerful. Salute de Resistance. In the legend of Toussaint Louverture, Haitians led the most successful slave revolt ever. Napoleon couldn't handle the smoke. Big facts, Venus Flytrax. Big facts. We just don't know the power that we have. And I think that as long as we keep waking folks up, we will. Nadira, what up? What up, Queen Sis? Just got here. We have to hear the replay. I hate that, but I'm in school with my first grader. Love y'all. Salute. Nah, thank you for the check-in. Don Ed Life says, be different. I'm running 2,000 miles. And whoa. Salute to you, Don Ed. 365 days. Today is day 54. And I'm at 341 miles and 7.25 miles a day at this point. We got to work, y'all. Oh, salute to you. Salute to you, King. Virtuous, have I not told you right? Have I not told you that ye are gods? Most underrate that line. And it's in the Bible. It is written. Have I not told you that ye are gods? Big facts of that. A lot of artists feel like slinging a deal is the easy option, so they ain't willing to sacrifice going along. I fully agree 100%. Salute. Let me see. Cause all right. We're just talking about you in the Black Upstart Wealth Group. Oh, salute, Zay Bakara. We were just talking about you at the Black Upstart. Salute to the Queen Sis Kezia. You know what I mean? Fast shout to the Black Upstart. You know what I mean? Excited to delve into your program. Salute. Living Wiser says the wealth and poverty of nations, why some are rich and some are poor. All right. Let me run through. I got like 7 minutes. And I did say we was going to talk about that the CEO. So Wells Fargo CEO Charlie Scharf apologized. So Charlie Scharf said in an internal memo that the reason why they don't have diversity in the company of black folks is because there aren't enough talented black people in the pool, right? And so on Tuesday, Charlie Scharf said a very limited talent pool was the reason for the lack of black employees at the bank. Lack of black employees at the bank. 4.1% of Wells Fargo's senior workforce was black in 2018, down from 8% in 2015. Sharp's comment echoed past justifications for the financial industry's abysmal track record with diversity, but critics argue it's a cover-up for insufficient recruiting efforts. And so Citibank just made a pledge. Citibank earmarked over $1 billion for his initiatives to help close the U.S. racial wealth gap and provide economic resources for people of color. That means investing in black-owned businesses, boosting credit access to communities of color, and helping increase black home ownership. Cisco has also made a pledge. The networking equipment company vowed to increase the number of black employees in its entry-level to management position by 25% in the next 3 years. Cisco has no black employee on its executive leadership team. And Mars dropped its offensive Uncle Ben's brand. The food giant will rename the rice product Ben's Original, which will retain the aspect of the brand not linked to racist stereotypes. Wells Fargo been bad though. Wells Fargo financed slave ships. Like I would never bank. I would never do no business with Wells Fargo. I would never bank with Wells Fargo. Look at their history. Like they finance slave ships, yo. I would never do business with them. Never. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never do business with them. Um, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not surprised. Like, they was doing some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was doing some stuff. You know what I mean? So, and I agree. Wall Street Philippe said, "Yo, it's all commercial banks." I agree. Like, I want to say it's 2%. I think across financial industries, 2% of people of color. You know what I'm saying? Like 2%. You know. Um, so I like I'm saying, I don't get mad at none of this stuff. I don't get upset. Like, all right, whatever. Like that's how I feel. I feel like my money is my power. So you know what I'm saying. So, um, I mean it's hard though. I think we need to start our own. I think we need to start our own. That's founded on some morals. You know what I'm saying, and some principles. Um, nah, D, now you need to get up out of there. Yo, like there's a documentary. I gotta switch. There's a documentary. Wall Street Philippe, let's talk, my G. Let's talk. Um, there's a documentary on Netflix called Dirty Money. Right? It's called Dirty Money, and Dirty Money has an episode that talks about Wells Fargo. Watch that. Watch that and the pressure that they put on people. Um, as you said, the odds are in our favor with 2%. That's a huge opportunity to grow. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Um, right? Black banks. You know what I'm saying? Started Ash. It would be easy for you because you know the system. Yeah. No. It's funny because I reached out, so I had access to a system. I reached out because it does take a lot of capital to start a bank. And so I reached out because I do have a group of investors, and I'm just putting it out there. I won't say who the group is, but I do have a group of investors who are committing $250,000, $250,000 to start it. But I don't think that's enough because I started it. I didn't start it, but I was a CEO of a credit union, so I was part of a system who created a credit union. And 250,000 is not enough. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to have reserves and things of that nature. And so I reached out to somebody that somebody that I know who's a CEO of a digital bank about like how to get that started. So it's definitely something that I'm consciously working on. Yeah, I'm definitely working on that for sure. But definitely need more capital. 250,000 is not enough. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, all black banks are online if we don't have one in our city. Agreed. I also bank with I have a commercial bank. I won't say who I'm banking with because I'm not promoting them. But I also have a bank with a black bank as well. You know what I'm saying? So. There should be a green book for businesses that are black community positive. I agree. Okay, we'll be on the lookout. Yeah. We working. Just got back. Foodies Finder app shares your local options for food, bars, etc. Not salute. Mailbox Millionaires. All right, I think that's all I got for y'all today. Let me see. Do I got anything else? I think that's what I got. Johnson & Johnson has started phase 3 trials of a single-dose coronavirus vaccine. It's the fourth company to begin the final stages of testing process in the U.S. And J.P. Morgan is close to settling allegations of manipulating metals and treasury markets, a tactic known as spoofing, for almost $1 billion per multiple. Name some black banks. I bank with Citizens in Atlanta. Citizens Trust Bank in Atlanta. What credit unions or black banks do you recommend, especially with high yield savings? It's tough though, and so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Because I used to run a black bank, and no disrespect to them, but I'm just telling. I don't know if things have changed, right? If y'all know my history, I actually used to run the largest black bank in Harlem, right? I was the manager though. I wasn't like the CEO or nothing, but I was the manager of the largest black bank in Harlem. And at the time, I can't say that we were doing enough for the community. I'll just leave it there. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm not quick to name banks, because before I'm not one of those people. I'm not gonna lead y'all. What Martin Luther King said, I led my people to the burning building. And so I'm not gonna just jump out there and be like, yo, go to that, do this, because I'm not doing that, because I was on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not going to say, yo, go to this bank, go to that bank, without me doing the proper research to make sure. Just because they call themselves a black bank does not mean that they have our best interests at heart, you know? And so that's the other thing that we have to do. Let's stop giving away our power. Let's stop giving away our allegiance to something because it's labeled something, right? All skin folk ain't your kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes black banks and this is or that can be very deceitful as well. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, in fact, so everybody keeps saying Carver. I used to work at Carver. And I ran the main office on 125th Street. And we had $180 million in assets. And we did not, and this was at that point, I don't know if they changed their practices, but we did not support the community as we should have. There was a lot of money going to other places, you know what I'm saying? Like elite, because that's the other thing that black people do, right? The other thing that black people do is that sometimes you got the black elite who think they know better of what the community knows, but they're not even attached to the community, right? And so, and that's it, because I don't want to be disparaging. So I don't want to say nothing that, you know what I'm saying, that's disparaging. But like Wall Street Philippe says, they're actually not black owned. Citibank and Morgan Stanley owns them. Majority of the shares. Look it up. Look it up. Carver had some issues. They were going to go out of business. And so they needed $50 million. And I think Citibank and Morgan Stanley bailed them out. I don't know if that ownership changed, because I haven't been looking at it. But Citibank and Morgan Stanley is, you know what I mean? So they try to play on words, and call it the largest black operated bank. You know what I'm saying? So because, like, everybody on the board is black and it serves the black community, they call it a black operated bank, not black owned. It's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely Citizens Trust. I tried to open an account with One United. I'll be honest, at the time, I don't know if things changed. I didn't really like their customer service, and that's why I went, I didn't take my money, you know what I'm saying? Where's AJ in the background today? He would have definitely said, look it up. Now, he did say it, but he's in the classroom. And so my door is closed. So that's why you didn't hear him. But he said it though. AJ was like, look it up. And then he's in the classroom across the hall. You know what I mean? There's a lot we can do. All right. It's 9:19. I gotta go. The bank in Charlotte was black owned. There's a lot we can't do if we don't have enough participation and support. We put our money into white institutions without thinking twice. But if it's black, now we're leery. Yeah. Hey, he's so funny. Yeah, that's my guy. Wait till you get older, because he, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait till you get older. Come here, champ. Look. What's up, champ?
What's up, Daddy? Can I do my lessons?
Yeah, we're gonna do your lessons soon, but now they wanted to hear your voice, because they normally, when I say look it up, you usually be like, look it up.
Okay.
Go ahead, look it up.
Look it up.
Oh my God! All right, I'll be over there in a second, champ.
Okay.
All right. I need to set up the classroom like yours. It's really nice. Nah, fast shot to the first lady. You know what I mean? First lady put that together. You know what I'm saying? So fat shout to her. I need to work on my son's setup. Yeah, we got the classroom. Like, it's looking like a Pinterest. Yo, my cash. Like, this dude is gonna. This guy, like, yo, he's a genius.